What's good, everyone? This your main correspondent, Alan Taylor, and I'm back in the broadcast room. And this is where we at now. So, as you clearly see the title of the broadcast, we're having an issue out here with a lot of these young ladies that are saying that they're just going to take what they want because the child support, the food stamps, all this being, basically cut off. But see, this is the issue here. If you would talk to your liberal comrades and actually get them on board about, actually negotiating properly, which, they're shutting the government down. Now, in the past, they never did this. In the past, you had your liberal politicians, Democrats, stuff like that, that said that, they were going to work with things and they weren't going to shut the government down and stuff like that, but they're still going to, was going to try to work with stuff until now. So we're going to dive off into this. We're going to see what some of these people are saying out here and things like that. Some are agreeing. Some are just like outright, I'm going to take things from the grocery store, whatever the fuck I feel like.
And what the French toast is there to think about?
So let's go here now. Quarters, nickels, and dimes, people.
So an employee, he works at Walmart, said he had to leave work yesterday. He had to leave work because they are already acting a fool and cutting up in Walmart. They said that people were everywhere in a Walmart. I don't know what exact location this was, but he said the Walmart that he was working at, they already started stealing out the stores. So they came in there and ambushed the store. They were stealing everything. So they was tearing the store up. Say they was all in the back of the store getting stuff. People had trucks loading their trucks up and stuff. Say they had to shut the store down, get the people out, send people home. They said it was a mess. These people are already in Walmart stealing stuff because of the fear that they won't have no SNAP benefits. Now, they don't even know what November is going to bring. All they know is about what they're doing in October. But these people are in panic mode, and already they have started stealing out of Walmart. Not only that.
My question is here at the end of the day, though, with all these cameras around, and you think that you're going to steal stuff, and you're being identified with all these cameras. Let's just keep this real out here. You're being identified. They're walking their asses up in Walmart, taking all these things and stuff like that because, they're in fear of food stamps or whatever being cut off. You're supposed to have had some type of legal job or something, some type of real tangible issue, things like that going on in your life. Trump already put in place that the fact of the matter that if you, do community service or something, you could keep your benefits. But this is crazy out here, man. This is crazy. So you're going to revert to stealing. And you're going to put your children in a worse position than they're already in with this single parent household bullshit.
And what the French toast is there to think about?
This is crazy. Jesus, man.
Some lady said that somebody stole her DoorDash. Like the DoorDash she ordered didn't even get to her house. So if I was you right about now, you better go out and get your own stuff. I don't advise you DoorDashing because think about it. If somebody's going through rough times and you order $100 worth of groceries through DoorDash, I mean, it is what it is. Am I right? But yeah, it was a bad ride at a Walmart.
So the DoorDash people out here stealing too?
Yeah, it was bad. I saw it all on the news. The video I saw, these people were bum rushing. I'm telling you, they was like in Walmart just taking everything they could and running out the store where the parking lot was a mess. Chips was everywhere, sodas was everywhere. These people are in panic mode. All because y'all voted for an orange man to bring down the price of groceries and give you a $2,000 stimulus check. Now, are you satisfied with what's going on? Are you happy now? Because there's going to be a lot of people going to jail and a lot of pum-puming going on. Because a lot of people, before you steal from them, they're going to pum-pum you. And a lot of people going to rob and break into places because when they ain't got no money, no SNAP benefits, they're going to do what they got to do. So your vote mattered. But do you think you voted for the right person? Because right now, it's finna get ugly. And the year ain't even over with. It ain't even November. December coming up. Christmas. A lot of people ain't got their priorities straight. See, me, I go without. But some people want to eat and shop too. They don't want to make a choice. So right about now is not a good time to be.
Man, see, she talking out the side of her neck a little bit too. The thing of it is the orange man, whatever, the problem is that, you know what I'm saying, with a lot of people been sitting around here not understanding that a lot of this shit been in place to equal up to the situation that we're dealing with here now. You know, where these people are, you know, in dire straits technically, because, you know what I'm saying, they've been relying on a system that eventually at some point was going to come to an end out here. It's no denying that fact. Eventually this shit was going to stop. I don't understand what people are talking about here, because this is crazy. This is crazy right here. So we're going to keep going because this is wild, bro. This is wild. So let's go here now and see what she has to say. Quarters, nickels, and dimes.
Straight up like this. I just got that text that the link is definitely cut the fuck off for November. Y'all better stay the fuck out of my way in these stores. I'm walking out with carts and I'm not paying for shit. Trump, if you want motherfuckers start looting, it's gonna happen. Before my kids go broke in this bitch like Jock, I'm gonna be stealing like it ain't no tomorrow. I am going to go in that store, get everything I get regularly. I'm going to bag my shit up, swipe my link card. As soon as that bitch say ain't no pending balance on there, I'm going to walk the fuck out. And I'm going to have one of my cousins with me that'll punch your ass so hard you going to think a Jet2 holiday hit your bitch ass if you think I ain't finna walk out that stuff. And please follow me to that motherfucking car if you feeling motherfucking froggy, bitch. You ain't going to make it back to your motherfucking position at that fucking Walmart store. I'm telling you. You want to take some link? Like, I don't be taking shit already. Watch this. It's okay.
Yeah, we know it's okay, baby. We know it's okay. Real talk. We know it's good. We know it's good. It's okay. Get your dumb ass out there and do some illegal shit and put your children in a worse position than they're already in because you laid down with some dude that wasn't even qualified to actually be a legal citizen, work a legal job and stuff like that, and want his children. Basically, I said it that way. You're damn sure right. He didn't want the children. She didn't want the children. Because if she wanted the children, she wouldn't be thinking of doing dumb shit like that to jeopardize the children, to get them in a situation to where they're going to end up in child protective services. This is crazy right here. This is ridiculous. The whole mindset is stupid. And things of like, man, this is wild. This is wild. So yeah, carry your ass on out there. Go steal something with your face on the cameras in Walmart. There's so many cameras in Walmart, period, till you can't escape that. Yeah, they're going to find you. They're going to lock your dumb ass up. This is, man, these people are ignorant out here. Instead of doing things that instead of properly having your life prepared to do things that you need to do and stuff like that, and use those tools that, you know, us as taxpayer citizens and the government is giving you to better your life. Now you want to sit around here and think that you're owed something when nobody owes you anything. You owe yourself and your children to better your life. Let's keep going here.
Fucking joke. It's a joke. You mean to tell me they're taking food stamps out of people's mouths for the month of November? Are we talking about everybody in the country? Nobody's getting SNAP benefits, food stamps for the month of November? Is that what we're like? Are we really saying that? Are we really saying, hey, we need to save some money, so we're going to make sure underprivileged people cannot eat? The fact that we have billionaires sitting on so much money and they could take $1 billion out of their pocket and not skip a beat. They wouldn't skip a beat. They wouldn't hurt at all, but they would rather have people starving. That seems more logical. This country is pissing me off, and I'm mad because I can't do anything about it. Me, myself, personally, cannot do anything about it, and it's...
Right. I get it. Because you don't understand what's actually going on here. Seriously. So, you know, the Congress people have been giving themselves raises and all types of things like that throughout the years and stuff like that, using the money for what they want to do. But now, you know what I'm saying, and it's mostly, you know, the Democratic Party. Now you want to sit there and talk about the billionaires and stuff like that, people that, you know, earn their money through, you know what I'm saying, working and maybe inventing a few things and, you know, actually having good ideas and stuff like that. You want to tax these billionaires and stuff like that, which average citizens are the majority of the country. So we're being taxed as well as the billionaires or millionaires, whatever you want to call it. We're being taxed, and we're providing these food stamps and all this other type of stuff. People that actually work, down to the person that work at McDonald's, the person that works the construction sites, the person that works at, you know what I'm saying, whatever. People that actually work and taxes are being taken out of their paycheck. It's not just the billionaires that are, you know what I'm saying, taxes being taken out. Jesus Christ, this is crazy, bro. People that are uninformed always have the most craziest thought processes about how money works in this country. The majority of people that are being taxed are the average everyday citizens. And this is ridiculous here. This is ridiculous. So let's go here now, because it's all crazy.
Government doesn't reopen by November, EBT will not reopen either. So nobody is getting no EBT, no help, no Medicaid, no nothing. And the government knows that. And so many people right now are in a panic, as they should be, because people have children. People need Medicaid. Older people need Medicaid too. Like, y'all having the shutdown because y'all don't want to come to a decision. Y'all don't want to do what y'all got to do. And November might be a very horrible and kind of semi-violent month, because the government is not understanding that this is crucial. Like, people will not have food, people will not have medicine, people will not have the things that they need for their kids or for their old for the people that they love who are older. And everybody's sitting here, I'm already seeing the videos of talking about, like, if you see me starting to rob this place, mind your business. And I see a lot of other people who say, like, you know what, I'm just gonna, like, turn a blind eye. And it's getting to the point where everybody needs to understand that instead of judging and instead of sitting up here talking about, oh my God, just get a job, just get this, just get that. Okay, food stamps, have your opinion about it, don't care. But Medicaid, people who are actually older use food stamps. People who are older need Medicaid. And y'all, some heartless ass people sitting up here talking about, oh, well, you should have got a job, you should have thought it was blah, 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 whatever y'all got to say. The government shutting down is affecting a lot of people right now, and especially the people for the month of November who is not going to get food. I've seen people on here talk about where they got a letter from the government or something like that talking about that their food stamps will not come in, their Medicaid will not come in. It just won't, and that's it. So if the government doesn't come to a decision and reopen before November, nobody is getting what they need.
So this is the thing here. She talked about the elderly, all the type of stuff, you know what I'm saying? Of course, disability, people on disability, things like that. This is the point here. Those individuals are not going to, you know, stop getting their benefits. And I talked about this, you know what I'm saying? I made a, on my TikTok, I talked about this situation. No, those individuals are not going to stop getting things. What I'm saying here is basically the Social Security numbers that we all have been, you know, given since birth in this country actually tracks to you as an individual in this country. So they know when these people sign up for government assistance, when these women sign up for government assistance, all this type of stuff, things like that, they have to give their Social Security numbers, all types of information, stuff like that, so they can be tracked. You are being tracked by your Social Security number in this country.
So what the French toast is there to think about?
That's the reason why, you know what I'm saying, we're trying so hard to get the illegals out of here. They're not American citizens. They're not being tracked by their Social Security numbers because they don't have Social Security numbers in this society. So, you know what I'm saying? Yes, of course, our society would not allow anybody without your Social Security number to be tracked. And they know who's been using the system for decades and stuff like that. They know who's been, you know, extracting resources and things like that from the government, aka the taxpaying citizens. And this is what we at here now. So, you know, yeah, you got to get your shit together, period. And there's no way around these facts. And it's sad to see that everybody want to sit around here and talk out the side of their neck about what the taxpayers need to pay and need to do in order to, you know what I'm saying, keep everybody, you know, with whatever they think that they need. This is ridiculous out here, man. This is ridiculous. So let's keep going.
Go ahead and say it. Because men have been saying it for years. But y'all ain't want to listen to them. And it just came to realization. Well, I've been through this. But it's coming to realization for some of y'all that I don't need men. I don't need a nigga for this. I don't need a nigga for that. It's catching up with y'all asses. The government said they gonna cut off y'all food stamps for a month. Y'all talking about going to stores and stealing. Y'all solution is going out there and doing shit like that. But y'all wouldn't even have to do shit like that, because if y'all would give these good men a fucking chance and stop being stuck up in y'all fucked up ass way and stop trying to fucking beef and be rivals with men, you will be straight November, because your man will be making sure some food in that motherfucking house, as he should. He'll be making sure those children are fed to the point to where you don't have to worry about nothing. You shouldn't have to worry about nothing, but y'all don't allow men to take care of y'all. Y'all don't want to be taken care of. Y'all want the government to take care of y'all. Y'all don't give a fuck about niggas. That's what the fuck y'all been saying for so long.
Right.
So what the French toast is there to think about?
So, and this is the point that we had, you know what I'm saying? She definitely spoke facts on that situation. The thing of this is that we're at a point now to where the men that are hardworking, that's willing to put in the work to really take care of families and do and have structure and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? Because without structure, you can't take care of anything. You can't, you know, produce anything positive. You can't make anything that's good or try to protect families or children and put them in proper places and stuff like that so they could grow and be better human beings. You can't do that without structure. But you know what I'm saying? This is where we at right here. Basically what she's breaking down is the fact that a lot of these women are having children with men that doesn't have any structure in their life. They're not, you know, men of knowledge or wisdom or anything like that. And this is the problem right here. That's the reason why they're out here talking about they're willing to steal things out of fucking Walmart.
So what the French toast is there to think about?
And this is just the truth. So, you know, it is what it is. These people are going to end up earning the destruction and chaos that they're going to earn. Because, you know what I'm saying, they're growing up in a stupid mindset, both the men and the women in these positions. And that's just, it just is what it is. It just is what it is. They're growing up in a stupid mindset. So now they're willing to, you know, because they've been sitting on government assistance for so long that they're willing to steal now and put their children in a worse position because they've had children by men that are trash as well. Birds of a feather flock together here, people. I don't understand how you people don't understand this knowledge. These old school sayings weren't invented for no damn reason. Birds of a feather flock together. And the majority of these birds that have been flying around society nowadays have been living off government assistance, sleeping with men that don't have any type of structure in their lives because the family dynamic has been destroyed. And these men don't have the power that they're supposed to have, because you only get power as a young man from your father.
So
that's it.
You
You only get power from your father as a man. That's the only way around. You don't get power from your mother. That ain't her position to give you power. You get power from your father, and he gets power from God. That's it. So we're going to keep going, because this is ridiculous out here, man. And this is where we at right here. And the reason why these situations are going down right here now. I'm telling you. Let's go here now.
Me that food stamps are off next month, and keep in mind it hasn't even gotten into next month, right? It's like not even next month yet, but a lot of you just got your food stamps like less than a week ago, and or haven't even gotten it for this month yet. And you're telling me that because you're scared it might not come this month, you're already prepared that your children are not going to eat next month. You're already saying that as a parent, you will do nothing from here till then to make sure that your children have food in their bellies and that your children will not feed or not be fed. And it's because of Trump and the government, and we need to blame them right now because that's their fault. Okay.
So
you
my thing of this is yes, you know, blame Trump. Trump hadn't even been in office a whole year yet. The situation and the problem is that these things have been adding up. You know what I'm saying? Throughout the decades and stuff like that. This is what we come to. And people don't want to understand, and they do not want to accept the fact that, you know, it's been adding up to this situation to where the government now has to, you know, retract and move things around, stuff like that, because the budget that we have, all types of stuff. It's no way to keep America running properly if we don't dial back on a lot of this foolishness that our government has been doing for quite some time. So we want to blame Trump when he's only been in office here, you know, for a few months, about the fact that, you know, a lot of these issues need to be cleared up. A lot of this money that's been going to waste, all this other type of things and stuff like that. I'm not saying that, you know, Trump is perfect. No human is perfect. You know what I'm saying? And things like that. It is flaws within the government, period. And that's the issue. But dealing with this situation here with a lot of people that have been using this government assistance for decades now, it's come to a point to where it's a lot of fraud that's been going on. People have been using this shit for so long till it's ridiculous. And it's supposed to be a help situation, not you sitting around here using the government for 20 years to take care of your life. This is crazy.
So what the French toast is there to think about?
It's crazy. So, okay, this is where we at now. Let's see what she has to say.
Say it's definitely going to ruffle some feathers, but let your feathers be ruffled. If the shoe fits, the shoe just goddamn fits. When it comes to government assistance, whether it's SNAP benefits, WIC, HUD, income-based apartments, Medicaid, all of that government assistance stuff, if you need it, that's what it's there for. It's there for you to get you to where you want to be. It's there for you. If you have a job, get a better job. Go to school. You don't have nobody to watch your kids. That's what it's for. It's for mothers and people and elderly people to get back on their feet. With that being said, once you receive those government services, that doesn't mean you just live on it for the rest of your days here on this earth. Right. There are so many people who need those type of assistances that can't get it because the people who got it 20 something years ago, 5+ years ago, are still on it.
So what the French toast is there to think about?
Hold on. We're right here now.
But you old fish-eyed fool.
And she's speaking nothing but truth. These are facts. And we know these are the statistics that are going on here. That's the reason why the government is rearranging this situation here. Like I said in the beginning of this broadcast, you know, our social security numbers, we're tracked in this country if we are natural born American citizens. And that's the reason why also they're trying to get the illegals up out of here, because they can't be tracked because they don't have social security numbers and stuff. We have to understand the way that we live over here in America, period, whether we like it or not. When we're natural born American citizens, we're assigned a number, basically. And the number tracks us, credit, all types of stuff. When we buy homes, everything. When you do stuff in society, bank accounts, all types of stuff, you have to give your social security number. When these women get on WIC all the time, they give their social security number and the numbers. When the children go to school, you give the school system the social security numbers of these. We're all being tracked. They know who's been on WIC and all these programs for decades. They know this shit. And they're breaking this shit down to a lot of fraud. You lucky the government not locking your bitches up.
So what the French toast is there to think
for
about?
fraud. All these decades? Are you kidding me? You lucky they're not locking you up. Jesus, man. She's speaking facts out here.
And this is coming from a black woman. This is coming from a woman who had those type of government services. You're supposed to be, if you're not working, you're supposed to be in school so you can get a better job and get you and your children a better place to go. You're supposed to be receiving those SNAP benefits because you can't afford to put groceries in your house. So you should be doing things in your life to better your situation so that you will never need those things again, and it can go to somebody who's in the shoes that you were in and trying to get better. Income-based houses, receiving SNAP benefits, all of those, you should only be able to keep those benefits if you're working. Either if you're working, if you're in school, if you're disabled, or if you're elderly, or if your child is disabled, or if you're elderly. But I feel like in order to keep those benefits, you have to work or go to school.
Yo. And this is where we at here, man. Shout out to this young lady here. She spoke facts, and a lot of these individuals spoke facts, you know what I'm saying, about the situation. But this is where we at here. This is where we at, people. And it's no negating these facts and stuff like that. Like I said about the Social Security number, stuff like that. Everybody's being tracked and stuff, and they're figuring out who's been using the system and abusing the system versus the people that are not using and abusing the system. The disabilities and the people that are, really, needing help, they know the difference. They know the difference, regardless of whether we like those facts or not. But yeah, it's just time out for the foolery. It's time out for the bullshit. And this is where we at. But it is what it is, though. Shout out to all my subscribers. Mad love to y'all. If you're new to the channel, please hit that like, share, subscribe button. Make sure you ring that bell to be notified whenever I decide to post things. And like I always say,
and that, my friends, is the bottom line.
That, my friends, is the bottom line.